If you're listening right now, sorry we missed a few uploads, and we've been really late.
It's been a rough few weeks, that's for certain.
But I will say,
It's been pretty hectic in the office lately.
Yeah, no. We've been at each other's throats.
Charlie
Lots of
fucked Jared,
paperwork.
dude. I can't believe it happened.
Jared,
And Bisley's crack addiction has really been hurting our fucking financial, like our funds and shit. It's been hard.
Dude,
Yeah,
you're not
no,
supposed to
for sure.
fucking tell anybody.
and you know,
And then there was that other day when Wheatie
Shut
brought
up,
a fucking
shut up,
gun in.
shut
That
up.
that day was wild.
I was just trying to show off my new Diva pistol, bro.
That was crazy. And then I
That was
confiscated
an
the gun and
AK-47.
Grizzly.
It was a
and
Diva
Grizzly-
pistol. That's what I ordered online.
It was a purple AK-47 with a fucking bunny attached to it. It wasn't a
busted
living
down, I was
bunny.
like, "Everybody
it was
get
still
down!"
breathing.
That was
Yeah, and Grizz had a fucking live grenade. That was wild. And then a missile hit the side of the building, and I saw Condi from across the rooftops, and I said, "Not again."
oh Jesus Christ.
Welcome back.
Last episode, after some real yucky stuff, we finally saw the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's not a metaphor either. We were in tunnels. We've been in tunnels for like 5 fucking days. Gods, I hate tunnels so much. I never want to go back to any tunnels whatsoever again. It's all... Oh, also, let's just roll with it.
You guys awaken from a long rest in the tavern. The first person to wake up, of course, is Br'aad. You wake up 6 hours after your rest to perform. So I'm gonna go ahead and just have you just roll a performance check.
See how you
Just
do.
go ahead and do that now. Get that out of the way. See how we do here.
Watch us
See how
get a
you're-
natural one and just rolls
We
it
did.
in.
He gets
You
kicked out in the
wish.
middle of
You
the
wish. 11 plus 8, 19.
19. You performed generally well. One of your best performances you've done yet.
Hell yeah.
It was pretty late into the day. So there was quite a crowd around the tavern. People grabbing their after work drinks. Most people seem to enjoy it, and you got 4 golden tips.
Oh, wow.
The rich get richer, hey?
Nice, I guess so, dude. My performance was a play, but I played all the characters and switched my costume in between the lines, and it took me like a minute each time.
So you played Rakugo.
What if someone was like arguing between each other, like with one-word arguments?
Then that's what I'd do, is I'd say the word, and then I'd step out of costume, step into costume, say the other word. Yes! Give me a sec.
Mrs. Obama.
No!
That's legitimately a thing.
I was
by the
really
way.
hoping that Charlie would have to actually perform something.
Yeah, I was
I
hoping
mean-
you had to sing or something. It'd have been pretty good.
Yeah, I roll a
I mean, he
19
can if
and
he
then
wants to.
poorly fucking do it and get 4 golden tips anyway.
just go for
I
it.
mean, if you'd like to, you could perform something here for the tavern.
Can you sing that one song from
Every
Shrek?
night in my dreams.
I-
No.
Fuck.
I have a song request.
I call
Can you
this the
sing
Ballad of
No.
Tipsy.
the one from the ending credits song to the first Shrek?
I use
I'm a believer. That one.
prestidigitation so that I'm not actually singing any of the words, but it opens up, the curtains open, the lights are low, a spotlight shines on a single outhouse. I kick the door open. You hear some
Somebody once.
Curtain call.
told me the,
That's it.
and then I perfectly reenact all of Shrek.
The whole crowd.
All you
dies.
say is some, and then the entire crowd just.
Oh, you're right. And then the curtains
throw
close
4 gold
really.
at you.
They just close really, really fast, and everyone throws all their money at the curtains.
I'm really glad I'm asleep for this.
How many people enjoyed it? Some. Oh yeah, once everyone's packing up, the last person is leaving the door, and they turn around and they just see the curtain slightly open, and they just hear "body" on the fucking whispered on the wind, and a single tear falls from their eye.
Okay, you go the fuck back to sleep because I'm tired of this. A few hours pass. Everybody gets their long rests. Everybody awakens pretty late into the night. You guys went to bed extremely early.
Yeah,
If I remember correctly, you guys went to bed.
I think it was like noon to 1 o'clock or something.
Yeah, it was like afternoon. So you guys, it's around Yeah, it's like around like before midnight. Probably about like it's probably just like a few hours before midnight now.
Hey, when I wake up, I asked to stay awake for as long as my character could.
Yeah, you would wake up not at this time. You're still out. So, everybody awakens except for Taxi. Is there anything anybody would like to do? I said it is before midnight. It is pretty late into the night. There's not a lot of people moving around the tavern. Seems to be pretty dead quiet at this time.
All right, let's get back into this. Instant going down for me. Wait, I have the flask. Never mind. Just drink out of the flask.
All right.
Fuck getting
That's it.
Brambleshank's out of there. He's gonna find that treasure on that paper. He said something about being underneath the third bale of hay in a barn of some sort.
Yes.
Do I notice Brambleshank leaving at all?
You really want to fuck? I already told you to fuck off. Get out of here.
Like,
Do
would
I notice
would I
Brambleshank
hear
leaving at all?
I'm not very sneaky
is-
about it.
You're not very sneaky about it. Okay,
Yeah,
so
no.
Bramble just starts leaving. I mean, everybody's in their own separate room.
Right. Yeah, but would I hear or?
I don't know if you would hear Bramble or not. Bramble is naturally pretty quiet. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you were leaving your room, you might see him, but he's pretty naturally just like his actual walking is pretty quiet.
Nah, Mountain
Mountain suddenly has
He's
to
not
pee.
leaving that room.
All right. What about what'd you say, Br'aad?
I don't have anything. I just want to wait for Taxi to get up, I guess. So we're all in the
Alright.
same place.
Oh.
Velrissa?
So we're all in separate rooms. Currently?
Yes, everybody got their own rooms.
Okay. Well, I'll just sit in my room and read a book.
Epic.
Epic.
All right.
All right.
Quick question, Condi.
Yeah.
What the fuck was the name of the dude who owned the tavern? Do you remember?
Oh fuck no.
Start with a B. I don't have it say. Okay, not important. Who cares? Okay, so Brambleshank. You head out and you follow the notes that are describing a farmhouse here in Laurenburg. And you follow it to a farmhouse just outside of town. Down the road, actually, from the opposite way that you came into.
Right.
At this time of night, the roads are dead quiet. There's nobody traveling. And as you make your way up towards this large barn building here,
Roll initiative.
roll
Brambleshank
initiative. You're dead,
dies.
fucking idiot.
Watch, it's gonna be a fucking meme. My character will always be the one who dies. Nobody else ever dies in this entire campaign.
Is it really a
except for me.
meme? Because that's the only. thing that's
Suddenly,
happened so far.
you are hit by a
You're right.
truck.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, a fucking truck.
Suddenly,
swoops out of the sky and fucking hits you. You're
An
dead.
actual 21st century fucking pickup truck hits you and you die.
so Bramble, how do you approach the barn? As you're coming up, it's nighttime. You crest a small hill, and there is a small wooden fence you have to cross before you get to the actual barn building. There seems to be no animals kept anywhere around here. You don't hear the sound of any animals or nearby people. It seems pretty quiet, possibly abandoned.
I guess I'll approach. You know, I'm gonna say that he's cocky. He's just gonna approach normally. Fuck it.
As you you approach the barn, you don't really find any easy entrances in. Actually, as you approach, saw all the small windows around the first floor they've been boarded up for quite some time. A lot of the wood seems rotted and bowed in different locations. The only entrance you really see is the large set of double doors in the front.
Is there? And there's no way like to climb in. Just the doors.
Make a perception check.
Let's toss a perception check out there. That is a 8 + 5, 13.
13? Okay.
Yeah.
You look around, and it seems all the windows or any openings on the next floor up, you don't really see any other ways in. They all seem also boarded up.
Okay, well, Brambleshank is gonna approach it and kind of pull it open a little bit and peek in and see what the situation is in there, I guess.
So you lift up the large piece of wood that's blocking up the actual doorway. You kind of move it just to the side so that the door is actually open. As you pull them open, the moonlight reaches in. And at first it seems pretty quiet, pretty dead. You don't see anything in sight. But then with your passive perception, you begin to faintly hear the sound. It sounds like something's eating something. Something dry.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
There's no. It doesn't sound like anything. Like your first instinct is your word. It might be some sort of flesh-eating creature, but it doesn't sound like flesh. There's nothing. There's no moistness or wetness about the sound. It just seems like a dry sort of just crunch.
I'd like to try to get a better look then. I'm gonna kind of like peek my head and see if I can see what's making this eating sound.
All right, so you begin to enter.
Yes, I suppose so.
All right.
I'm
So
going
you
balls
creep
deep.
in, you sneak in, you're looking around to find where the sound is coming from. Meanwhile, I'm still peeking down at the note occasion, make sure you're in the right place. And as you turn one of the corners, first thing you see is the back end of a horse
Oh, okay.
leaning down, and it seems to be eating some of the hay bales.
Fucking horses. Okay, he goes to the, I think it was the third hay bale. I don't know. Whichever hay bale is specified on that note. And he's
Right.
gonna check it out, I guess.
And as you remark, scoffing at the horse turns around, and you immediately realize that the upper body of it is that of a man's.
Oh shit.
And you see a centaur standing in front of you, wiping some hay off of its mouth.
He backs away, so he's like, hey, whoa. Ain't never seen one of you before.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
I'm just gonna go. And then he just gallops immediately past you and out the front door.
He just kind of stares for a second at the door, and he's like, okay. Then he continues on his way.
All right, so you approach the hay bales, and you move to the one that's on the third back row, following the instructions on the notes. And as you pull it away,
Does
do, do,
24
do,
hit
do,
your
do.
AC?
Does a 24
Kill you.
Yes.
You find under the hay bale there is a small locked wooden chest. It's more like just a small, sort of like what you keep like maybe medallions or something in. It's a very thin wooden box, has a single lock on the front.
I'm gonna pick it.
Okay, go ahead, make a check with thieves tools.
These tools, does he have proficiency? Yes. That is... Do I add dex to these tools, or just proficiency?
Just proficiency. Just add d20 with your proficiency modifier.
Okay, 15.
15. You pick it open pretty easily.
Well,
The first thing you see on the top of it is a note. You
okay,
pick up the note, and the note seems to be from the same person that you pulled this note off of down in the well. It simply just reads, "If you found this, my time has come. However I may have passed, I hope it was wondrous. My life here had little meaning, but these are something that's been passed down my family for
Br'aad
generations."
crumples it up and throws it away.
Doesn't give a fuck. As you crumple and throw it to the side and look inside the box, you see 2 daggers of returning.
Oh, fuck. Nice. Glad that Bramble Shank has these. Great. Okay, yeah, daggers are returning, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do those do?
What do you think?
They return? Cool. And that's it?
Yes.
He examines them, he's like, cool, okay, and puts them away and fucking walks out.
Okay, so on your way back, at this time, everybody else who's awake, is there anything else anybody wants to do while they're in the tavern?
Meow, 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 meow.
All right, that's
Nope.
sort of weird. I need to. I'm gonna go harass Mountain to pay me back for my weed.
Okay, go ahead and go do that then. You knock on Mountain's door.
You got the money, fucker.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Can I fucking dunk him in like mead? Can I fucking mead boredom?
Where's the weed?
Did you knock on the door yet?
I knocked on the door.
I'm sleeping.
Damn. And I walked back to my room.
Deception, natural killing.
At this point, Taxi would wake up as well.
What time is it?
It's-
Would I guess? I'm gonna actually, I'll walk out my room. I'll go back to the
yeah, but
balcony and look up.
You can just peek out the window of your room as you look
there's a
around.
window?
Yes.
Cool.
The moon is hitting just about the center of the sky, so it's approaching midnight.
I do like a 30, if I have time to do like a 30-minute, just kind of meditation.
Yeah, you're
Before I
fine.
walk out of
Bramble's
my
not even
room.
there. So
Oh.
you leave the room. Mountain's still in his room. Br'aad, I guess, went back to his room. Velrissa's in her room.
Well,
Not really.
I exit my room and I find a nice place in the open to read my book instead of in my room.
So I guess something I could do. I go downstairs, and is there anyone in the tavern right now?
Should be me.
Just the innkeeper, who I
Forget the name of.
Well, that would be
First
awkward.
First thing I'm gonna do is go ask the innkeeper what his name is.
Excuse me, what's your
have you
name?
sweating.
Start
Just roll. Hold on. Just roll with it.
I don't know.
Episode 23.
It's not up yet, ding it.
Fuck.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll.
All right. Well, if it's just the innkeep, dude, fucking what? What is our goal here again?
We're waiting. Well, Ugarth knows where to go. We're trying to resurrect fucking Silman.
We
Yeah,
just
that's-
woke up
No, I know
from
that. I know that. Is Ugarth in a room here too?
Ugarth has not left his room yet. You know which room he went into. You know which one's his.
Where are Vel and I? Are we in the bottom?
Vel's
of
in the
tavern?
loft on the second floor.
Okay.
Tavern's on the first floor.
All right. Did I see Br'aad?
Sure.
Yo, let's fuck our sleep schedules. I go up and knock at Ugarth's door.
I'm just gonna follow.
Quit the
That's what I was
knocking.
going to do.
Oh, wrong door. And then I go over and knock on Ugarth's door.
Mountain again. Just in every room. It's a weird ass.
How is this possible? And he's still asleep too.
The door's open.
Is it?
All right, somebody actually knocked on my real life door. Please, hello? What? What?
I've come to
It's
collect.
me, Br'aad.
Can you eat my
You
mixed
owe me a
berries?
you owe me a great
Care?
sum of money, Bisley.
Sorry.
The money, Bisley.
Br'aad just fucking walks into your room.
Okay, I walk into Ugarth's room and I ask,
He's currently he's just standing there in the center of the room, one leg up, sort of postured over the other one, just meditating. His eyes are still closed.
am I interrupting anything here or?
You may speak.
Good morning.
It's not morning, but hello to you.
Good afternoon.
It's also not that.
Good. Fuck. I don't know what comes next. Do you
I
think
don't-
we're good to go out now? I mean, we've sort of fucked our sleep schedule here, but it doesn't matter too much.
Doesn't matter when you're underground now, does it? We fucked it a while ago.
Yeah, we fucked it good.
Right.
What?
If the lot of you are ready, we can start shoveling out whenever you're prepared.
I was gonna ask if I should go get the others and we can head out now.
Sounds good. Why don't we?
Sure,
why don't
sure.
we?
I get. I suppose.
Let's
Yeah,
round,
I'll
let's
do that.
round
I'll do
everyone
that.
up and do that. Yep.
I'm gonna go knock on Mountain's door.
He's asleep, so
All right. I'll make sure to
just
knock
be
a little
be
louder.
wary.
I'll go over and knock on Mountain's door.
Oh my god, what?
I didn't know you had a dog in there.
He's new.
Evening, Mountain. We're about to set out. If you could come out and get ready.
Yeah, alright. I'll be honest.
All right. Vel's upstairs still, just in the hallway.
She's in the loft around the second floor. Basically, the hallway cuts into that loft, and that's where the staircase is downwards.
I'll walk over to her. Are you ready? Are you ready to set out, Vel?
At this point, Ugarth also steps out of his room, his keg over his back once more, and all of his gear has been redonned.
Which room did Bramble stay in? Ugarth, did you know?
Well, his door's open and he's not here.
What?
Well,
I guess I
tried.
didn't notice. This is concerning.
can't
is
say
it?
that I didn't expect this.
Well, maybe we don't have to pay him the. Wait, I don't even know that. Never mind. Vel, are you ready to set out?
Right. Are we heading out now?
I think so. We don't know where Bramble is, but
At this point,
needs him,
Bramble,
right?
Bramble, you come back in from the first floor. Nobody,
Oh.
everybody else is still upstairs, but Bramble,
Yeah,
you walk in.
who needs him?
Bramble
You
looks
walk in,
upstairs.
and the tavern owner is currently he's getting some of the tables neatly made and stuff, getting ready for the night. It looks like he's wearing sort of sleeping wear.
Hilltree still here? Is he around? Where are
I
you?
think he's still sleeping.
All right. Last
He
one.
was in Br'aad's room, wasn't he?
Br'aad?
I look around unsure. I go back to my room. Wow, he
Christ.
was there the whole time, and somehow I never knew. Hey, Hilltree.
He's literally cuddled up next to Silnan's body.
Oh,
Gross.
fuck.
I mean,
That's kind of
oh,
that's gross at this point.
His body's not. His body has not decomposed.
Okay.
But it probably doesn't smell great.
It definitely
No.
doesn't smell great, but it's not decomposing.
In concept, aw.
In reality,
Hilltree, get up, bud.
is it wakey time?
It's wakey time. How did you sleep?
I guess alright.
Okay. Well, we're gonna head out now. If you want to tag along, you probably should.
Yeah, we
you don't really have a choice.
right. Well, while we wait for us to go get Silnan back.
Let's do it.
This is Bramble walk up. Yeah. Or,
Well, Bramble, you're on the first floor. You approach, and all you see down here is just the tavern owner,
Yeah.
in nightwear, getting stuff ready for the night, sort of like just cleaning all the tables and stuff before he heads to sleep.
I'm gonna walk downstairs.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow Tex.
Well, I mean, Bramble, is there something you're gonna do first?
I was just gonna sit down.
Okay.
That's
I'm
literally-
gonna
Bramble,
make
you
sure
sit
all my
down.
stuff is packed up, and then I'm gonna also head downstairs.
All right, Hilltree and Br'aad follow suit with Ugarth.
And I guess
I still have everything, right? No one jacked my
Yeah.
shit or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Oh, you have all as you redon all your equipment, check all of your stuff. You seem to have everything in order.
Cool. All right. Good thing I still have my weed. Am I right?
Thank God you have your weed.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna be walking downstairs to get ready to leave.
Yeah, I'm following right behind Tex.
Whatever happened to John?
Who? Oh.
Didn't we fucking like?
We let him go. I guess. He went off with some other adventurers, most likely.
He found a new group of friends to hang out with.
He found a home.
All right,
with
so it's
us.
probably dead. All right.
It
I wouldn't
might have
say
been better that
He
way.
seemed
I
pretty
don't.
capable with that club.
Yeah. He's
That
pretty.
club. That man got a club.
He did.
That
He did.
With that wooden stick.
I mean, he did beat the shit out of an orc with it.
He
Fucking
did.
one
He
shot.
did.
He actually did beat the shit out of that orc. That orc got dicked.
No, orc got fucked. Dude.
I didn't really. I mean, expect that, but he's probably fine. If anything, he's helping people that need it more than. Well, we probably need it too, but we don't. Yeah.
Maybe we need it from someone that isn't John there.
Right. Should we
I
get some to eat first?
I do hope we see him again eventually, though.
Should we get
Yeah,
some
he
to eat
seemed-
first before we head out? This is going to be a bit of a journey, but
I know.
as
I
long
got
as
this.
we keep the path, we should be there today.
And I
so-
cast.
God.
No.
Yes.
Do I have a? Did I get a long rest by the way?
Yes, everybody
I'm
long
pretty
rest.
sure. Yeah. Cool. I'm not gonna cast anything. I'll actually.
I was
eat
gonna
at
say,
the
are you
bar.
wasting a fucking first level spell
Mm,
slot?
I say, Taxi, check this out, and I say, great grapes, and then I just press prestidigitation and make a pile of grapes in my hand.
Ooh! And I try to grab one of them.
Haha,
Your
it
hand
doesn't
goes
work.
right through it. Your hand goes right through it.
Bro, you lied to me.
Also, that was something that me and Connie talked about that happened in the last session when you guys were gonna burn down the place and you flipped a coin and fucking Br'aad prestidigitated the coin. It wasn't a real coin, so he faked he faked the flip. Br'aad faked the flip.
Oh my god, that's funny as hell. Holy shit.
Br'aad faked.
Broad's been lying to me the entire fucking
Dude,
campaign.
literally, I'm in so fucking deep. I'm actually a goddamn criminal mastermind.
He wanted to burn that fucking place down. He knew it.
Dude, the
He
new
knew
episode of
deep down.
JoJo, dude, Broad is bro, and I'm the little kid.
I have no fucking idea what that means.
Me neither. Moving
I
on.
have no clue. I have no fucking clue what that means.
Anyway,
Zao Worldo!
Fucking obnoxious comes in.
so is everybody prepared? As I said, we might be there today. Br'aad, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
No, but let's get going.
I mean, this is a serious thing. If anybody's gonna bring back your brother, it's gonna be you.
Oh, how does that work, by the way?
I don't know.
All right.
Right, so we're fucked.
I like my
No.
odds.
I walk up
I-
and just say, "We'll find out when we get there."
No,
Is that how you
I
do
know
everything?
I know what I have to do. It's just doing it.
At this point, Ugarth actually puts his hand on your shoulder, Br'aad. And he goes, no matter what happens, I'm going to be there to help you. We're bringing back Silton.
Me too.
All right, that's cute. Can we go now?
I didn't eat anything.
It's just a clear one-on-one interaction, and Taxi just sort of is like this awkward, like off to the side.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
I knew him first. I don't.
Thank you,
Well-
Ugarth, and I'm sorry, about me.
I won't think too much about it. I'm mostly just here to make sure that one of my very good friends gets to live his life.
Let's bring him back.
Excuse me, NK Bird. Do you have meals?
This light? I could probably scrounge you something, I suppose.
All right. Anything is better than. Don't tell him I said this. Anything is better than berries. With, like,
Right.
set day.
So what do you want? I'll find something in the kitchen, probably some leftovers, warm it back up.
All of it probably. Everyone here needs to eat.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you're a lovely lot, and you gave me quite a lot of money getting separate rooms like that, so this meal will be on the house. Let me see what I can find. And he just lumbers
very
back towards
kind
the
of you.
kitchen.
Thank you, sir.
Very
What did
kind
you
of
say your name was?
Fuck.
You bolts out the
Alright,
fucking door.
Great to
in
meet
canon,
you. Fuck.
In canon, I'll just give him Alzheimer's. Like, he just fucking doesn't remember. He's an old man. He just doesn't know. I want to say it starts with a B, but I really don't remember.
He bolts out the
This
door
old,
because
this
he's a
old
wanted
fucking
fugitive.
barkeeper has an existential crisis because he just forgot his name out of nowhere. Wait,
Oh, gods. Oh, gods.
what is my name?
So he heads into the kitchen. He comes back later and just gives you guys all not very large portions, but there's a bit of like leftover like lamb, a bit of stew, some kind of fish that's already been cut up. You can tell it's definitely leftovers, but it's not anything that's like not fresh. It's still pretty fresh in there.
I'll
So,
make sure the fish gets over to Taxi.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna drink the stew and eat the fish. I don't know how that works. Can you drink stew?
I mean, yes, if
Do
you
you
want to.
eat
If
stew?
you want to be a fucking slob.
We have a long conversation in character about whether it's drinking or eating stew.
All right, we will skip that happily.
Skip that.
Well, Taxi doesn't have table manners, just so you know. So, anyways, yeah, that happens. We eat. I'm ready to go.
Ugarth eats a little bit, and he's like,
So we're ready to now shuffle out.
"This is going to be a big day for us. Make sure everybody is ready, mentally and physically. We're definitely going to run into some trouble down there."
I look at my thin, somewhat muscular but thin arms. I'm ready.
I look down at my own rippling muscles and nod.
It's sad that Br'aad has more muscles than fucking Taxi. What it feels
I look
bad.
at. Hold on. What is Velrissa's strength?
13.
Velrissa's like
yeah.
decent.
So I look at my arms, and then I look at Velrissa's arms.
And then you look at
One down.
Mountain's arms, you're like, God, Jesus Christ.
Taxi, what are you
Oh,
looking at?
I'm looking at inspiration.
Oh, well. Thank you.
I
Oh,
pat
yeah,
Taxi
sure.
on the back.
Ow.
All right, enough of that.
Maybe you'll get there one day.
Friends, adventurers, I think we should go ahead and move out.
Hey, what happened to
And
what's
that's
his
when
name?
we do that. Nope,
Bumble
fuck
Shark?
around.
I'm right
He's right.
here.
He's right. He's
Right. Okay. Sorry.
Grumble
Fucking
snort.
blind or something.
All right.
Bumble
Gamble
taint.
snake.
Bumble taint.
Bumble taint.
All right. I'm ready to go.
Bumble taint.
Grumbly shart. I
Hey,
assume
wait.
if everybody's ready, we can now head out.
Yeah.
It's just starting to stroke midnight. It's really late, dark. The streets are empty and quiet. It's very bizarre. As you walked into town, the day before, it was a very lively, active town. But looking at it on this perspective, it seems almost like a ghost town. You step outside the tavern. You walk out onto the main street, the one that's sort of elbowed away in the other direction. As you look down to your left and your right and see all the empty buildings, one thing does catch your eye. The entrance to the town, where you first came in, you see the road winding across the hills in the distance. And you see several torchlights start to come over that hill, cresting Most of them on horseback, but a few following on foot, coming towards the town.
Can I tell who they are?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
I know they're very far away, yeah.
They're very, very far away.
Well, that's going to be a natural one. It does not matter what I roll.
A natural one. You have no idea, but it looks like a lot of lights.
We should really get going. I don't.
Yeah, I don't care to
We
find
shouldn't
out.
let them catch
who
up
that
to
is.
us. I go back into the bar. Is the guy still there?
Yes, he is still. He is cleaning up what you guys left before he heads to bed.
Hey, you thought my performance was pretty cool, right?
It was quite adequate.
It was quite adequate. So, would you say it covers if someone comes in here asking around for us? I'd say it covers, not telling them at all who we are or that we were
Persuasion
here. Okay.
Persuasion check.
Mountain walks in there. You never saw a thing.
That's another natural one.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
He gives you a very stern look. You see a bit of anger actually start to show in his face. Are you running from the law?
No, but you are. Okay, I run out the door.
Br'aad, why are you running?
Guys, we gotta go.
Oh no.
Why? What
did
happened?
you do?
You're going the wrong way.
Oh shit. Okay, hang on. I run back
Over here, come on, over here. And he
Okay,
he
okay,
waves
okay.
his hands, and he looks actually in his eyes as well. He sees the torch lights in the distance. Bloody hell. Yeah, those are for us. Come on, I know another way.
All right.
And he actually starts to take one of the side alleys next to the tavern and dips behind one of the nearby buildings.
Are we gonna need to be as quiet as possible on our way there?
Probably. But we gotta go. We don't have too much time here, Taxi.
All right.
So you guys begin to follow Ugarth. As you said, he dips into some of the back alleys. You're moving through the town. The town itself is very small, but he seems to know his way around like he has been here before. He dips through a few more of the alleys, actually coming close to the entrance of the town where those torchlights were heading, out behind one of the jails. All right, this part might be a little dodgy. There's a way, but we have to go through the dungeons.
Through the dungeons?
Down here, yes. At this time, there shouldn't be anybody awake. But if there's a god, we might need to take him out.
Through
As
the
long as
dungeons
there's
and the
no
flames.
dragons in those dungeons, because then it would be dungeons and dragons.
At this point, you guys begin to hear the sound of the clopping of horses actually start to come very close to the town. You can't see the road from here, but you can hear it coming into the town.
Would they be able to see us if they passed?
No, you guys are in an alley right now. You're not.
All right. Never mind.
You're near the entrance, but you're not inside of it. You're in a back alley.
We
You
should-
can just hear the sounds coming. Yeah.
Ugarth, we should really move.
Yeah, come on.
Let's
And
go.
he moves down to the back of the jailhouse, and he rips open a set of wooden double doors, so like a hatch on the back, and starts descending down the steep staircase.
I follow behind.
Hiltree also rushily falls behind in a panic. Yeah. Because he really has no idea what's going on.
It's all right, Hildry.
Coming down, it's very small. The floor here is actually just dirt. But looking to the left and right, you see there are several jail cells on either side. Most of them seem empty. And on the very, very opposite side, at the very end, there is another door. But in front of that door, there's a small table with a guard. His feet kicked back on the table, leaning back in his chair. He seems to be dozing off.
Guys, this
Doesn't seem
isn't
to pay any mind as you come down.
a comfortable stop.
Does it look like we could get around him if we just didn't wake him up?
We don't need to. The way is over here. Just be
I
quiet.
said that in character.
And he
apparently.
starts-
Okay.
He starts sneaking ahead. So everybody at this point will need to roll for stealth.
Okay.
Oh boy, this is
And anybody
where
with
things
heavy
go
armor, make
bad.
sure you roll with this.
Can we carry Velrissa?
Before everybody rolls, am I allowed to cast to help with the roll?
What? Cast what?
Pass without trace.
Yeah, you can cast that. Yeah.
Okay. I think everybody has +10 to their roll.
You say everybody gets +10. If you already rolled, then add 10 to whatever
Plus
you
10?
roll.
Wait, that's so good. What is that?
Plus
Plus
10.
10.
Okay. 15.
Thank God.
Thank God.
I actually
16.
rolled
What about
good
Vel?
this time, though.
Holy shit.
I rolled terrible, and so did Bisley, so 16.
Okay, yeah. Keep that in your mind real quick.
I got
gotta roll for
33.
the NPC.
Jesus Christ.
Solon rolled a natural 1. Can he do a death rattle? 5 days late, suddenly he does a death rattle.
Okay, what did Hiltree get?
Okay, Hilltree got a natural 20.
That's it.
Holy fuck. Hilltree is the stealthiest of them all. He fucking hops in a little cardboard box.
30.
He fucking snakes this bitch. Okay, so Taxi.
I got a 16.
16 Vel.
20.
20.
Yep.
Okay. Mountain.
15.
15. Bramble.
24.
24. And Br'aad.
33.
Hell yeah. Okay. All of you follow Ugarth very stealthily, down about halfway down the corridor, and then you dip into one of the nearby open cells. The guard does not seem to stir in any way as you guys move past. Moving into the cell, there is actually about in the left corner. It seems to have been carved out, almost just straight bored out into a downward angled tunnel. It's a very, very steep tunnel, and there are small sort of wooden just rolls that are shoved into the dirt on the way down, almost like very makeshift steps. As you head down them, I'm gonna need everybody to make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Can I cast enhance ability, cast grace on myself?
Go for it. As you guys begin to head down, Velrissa, you near the center of the steepness of it, you actually start to stumble. Your footing catches too steeply, and you start to slide. I'm gonna say at your guys' marching order, you guys have set default mountain.
Goes
Yes.
tumbling.
Make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Hey, I mean, that's good. That's a strong point, right?
19.
19. As Velrissa begins to slide, you turn around, you quickly grab a hold and stop her from sliding and tumbling against the rest of the party and help her get her footing for the rest of the way down.
Watch where you grab.
Hey, watch your step.
I mean, watch where you step.
I slap Taxi's ass.
Taxi had enough of dwarves taking his fucking tieflings.
Dude, holy shit.
Thanks.
I grab right on the tin.
Never mind.
Please don't make that count.
No, I don't.
I take back my
It's
thanks.
it's not canon. It's not canon.
It's not canon. It's a prank.
Me
bro.
slapping Taxi's
Social
ass when he
experiment.
said that, though, is canon.
Okay.
While we're going down the thing, you slap Taxi's ass and say, "Good game."
Good game, champ.
As you guys make it down the rest of the steepness of this decline, you make it down to the bottom. It's just a very small dirt tunnel. Most of you, people who are around the heights of anywhere between 5'9" and above, you have to sort of crouch down and keep your head low.
So
As
not
you
you,
begin-
Mountain.
As you begin squatting through the tunnel, following Ugarth.
You don't have to squat like a pussy.
Got a problem with that, pussy?
Pussy.
You guys start heading through. It's very dark, extremely tight from what you're used to, especially coming this far. None of the tunnels you went through, except for that one you had the army crawl through, were anywhere close to being this tight. At all times, your elbows are touching both sides of the tunnel as you're kind of just squeezing yourself through, following Ugarth.
The floor is sticky.
The floor is sticky.
No.
You make it all the way through. It eventually widens out into quite a beautiful sight. Down here, it seems it's almost like a natural light is shimmering. You're standing at a higher point. You're basically on this this cave carving, and as you look down, the center is a hole. The center is just this large opening that drops down quite some ways, but you see water at the very bottom. And then to your left and right, this natural walkway curves around the hole and starts slowly declining down to another cave entrance on the very opposite side. The room, you guesstimate, is probably about 50 feet from here to that door, and you can occasionally hear the sounds of just dripping water echoing from the bottom of the hole. And so there's some sort of natural light shimmering in here, and it looks almost beautiful.
All right, what the fuck is up with this place?
It's a cave.
Yeah, why does it not look like every other cave we've seen? You know, dark and dirty.
You have to ask Mother Nature. I can't be fucked to answer.
1 sec, I'll ask her real quick.
Oh, goddamn, fair
I
enough.
speak into Taxi's mind. It's me.
Br'aad, you're not fooling anybody.
My shit.
Raw deception check.
Natural 20.
1 sec. 1 fucking sec. I'm gonna roll.
I birthed you, my son.
I rolled really bad.
I made the grass, the trees, and
Wait.
you. Now dive into the cave.
Looking down, the hole seems to drop a good estimate of maybe 120 to 160 feet down until the water's actually there. Just by the way.
Yeah, I know. I don't actually tell him to dive into the cave.
I know. I was just saying.
I do like to imagine that now whenever I speak into his mind, he will think I'm Mother Nature, though.
Can I speak back, right?
Yeah. Wait, no. I don't think you can.
No, not with that one, no.
You can just talk.
Taxi just looks very confused. He's never heard this guy
Yeah, I
before.
mean, you talk back in your head, but there's no answer.
I fucking asked Nula in my head, who the fuck was that?
There's no response.
So, are we going down there? Or...
Alright, the next way to go is not down the hole. No, it's the cave entrance over there.
Oh, thank God.
We don't
Br'aad
have
was
to.
getting
never
ready.
been
Br'aad
down
was
there, I
getting
don't
ready
think
to
I want
dive
to.
and turns around.
Br'aad, make a perception check.
Oh. 15 minus 3, so 12.
1 second.
For old time's sake, Taxi runs up and tries to push Br'aad in.
just some casual fun
Taxi
fun
kills
in
Br'aad.
games.
Taxi kills Br'aad. There we go. That's how we need to fucking go.
For a second, Br'aad, as you look down, you actually see movement down in the water. As I said, there's even light reflecting down there, so you can see some parts of the nearby water. All you see is this very pale, sort of grayish green skin arch out of the depths of the water, breach the surface for a second, and you see these weird, almost iridescent green spires coming off the back of it. This large creature bows and then goes right back down into the water. It's hard from this distance to guess the size, but it's definitely somewhere above 20 feet in length, for sure.
Bows, like, respectfully?
As in its body comes up and arches out of the surface, and then it goes right back down and then dives into the depths unseen.
Did anyone else see this?
Nobody else was looking down. It was just Br'aad looking
Okay.
down this time.
Okay, on your way down, everyone, be careful. I saw a fish.
Br'aad, we're not going in there.
We're not going
We're not
down
going
there.
down, Br'aad.
You say a fucking fish?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was a
I
fish.
go and I
thought
kinda
we had
peer
to
over
make
the
our way,
edge.
or make our way down there, though.
Br'aad, we should really get going.
Br'aad, you glance back down, and the creature once again. You see the body emerge once more, but this time you see the front. You see these 3 black beady eyes set vertically on top of one another. This large maw, just a circular mouth covered with several hundreds of razor-sharp teeth. As it rises out, it looks directly at you.
I think it's
I'm
like
peering
a
down. Do I see
trout
this as well?
or salmon.
If you peek down, you see it as well. You see this large monstrosity.
Okay,
As I said, this thing is humongous. It's almost encompassing the entire hole.
guys, I think we gotta kill that son of a bitch.
No,
Oh,
I don't think we should
No,
fuck
no,
with it.
I'm not.
I'm
not going down
gonna
there.
walk up and put a hand on Br'aad's shoulder and try to turn back so we can keep moving on.
I'm not. No, I'm. Yeah, I go with you. I'm like, I think that was a dolphin.
I'm like,
As you guys start to walk away, Br'aad, you hear a voice enter your mind. You don't speak deep speech, do you?
No.
You just hear these strange, sort of this dark pitched whisper start to enter the back of your head. And while it doesn't seem to have a direction, you can immediately tell it's coming from this creature.
Can I speak back into the creature's mind?
Sure.
Bye.
What's the range on your on your telepathy?
Br'aad, what are you doing? We should.
Oh,
move.
it's within 30 feet. I don't think I can at all.
Yeah, no, you can't. You
No,
can't reach.
that's-
All right. Guys, it's talking into my mind. Let's go.
Because I don't like this. Because it's being mean to me. I don't want to be
I
here.
think he said like a.
A good example is if you play Dishonored, whenever you entered whenever you possess somebody. Have you ever done that?
Yeah,
You-
like the
that
whispers
one
and
spell.
shit?
Yeah.
Like the now and die. Like that sort of thing as you enter. It's like that. It sounds like that. There's a sort of like faint, deep pitched whisper.
Okay.
It's very hard to make out.
Yeah. Well, let's move on. I don't really want to stay
Yeah.
right here.
That's an ugly bastard. And that's coming from me. Let's move on.
Did it look like it had a bad intentions?
Slime, it's a giant 20-foot fish, and it's spoken to your mind with dark speak.
Listen.
What more do you need
Listen.
from it?
No, maybe it's nice and it's trying to give us help.
Br'aad, your brother.
All right. I go with them. I go with them.
Or you guys go around the edges of the pit, staying away from the edge.
oh no, I'm looking straight over the edge.
God, you
I'm staying
idiot.
close.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Wait, really?
Oh, wait, for real?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I would like to say beforehand that I grab onto Mountain because I'm ready to yank him out if the fish jumps for him or some bullshit.
That fish is 120 feet down.
Yeah, but it's big.
18.
18. As you're peering over, looking, some of the pathway below you, the rock begins to give way, and you feel your feet fall for a second. But you quickly bend back using your common fighter stances, remembering how to position your body posture correctly. You grab with your left foot, and you hoist yourself away from the ledge as it crumbles and gives way.
Dwarf, get away from the fucking edge.
Don't tell me what to
What are you
fucking
fucking
do.
stupid?
Stupid fucking goblin.
Listen, it's your fucking death.
You carry on. You guys pass over to the cave entrance, and you move out of this area, and you begin heading deeper into this strange place. As you're moving through, you immediately, even though it's another cave, more tunnels, it feels so different from where you were before. The way here, everything just seems to have this very strange hum to it. Everything feels like you're walking in this different, almost like a different plane of existence. Things just don't feel the same.
Yeah, I don't like this shit.
I agree. You almost died.
No, I didn't.
I mean, that was pretty close.
Didn't I tell you to shut the fuck up?
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. That's the bramble I love. You move ahead. You guys probably walk for quite some time. Your feet start getting tired. Your legs sore. You've been going through these different tunnels and following Ugarth. Just through these different caverns. Occasionally, actually, you'll pass by and you'll see the night sky very far above as you enter these sort of caverns or valleys in the earth, breaking away and seeing the moonlight occasionally. But you move back into more tunnels, going further to the point where you feel like you're so far down that there's probably no way you're going to see the moonlight again for a while. As your legs are getting sore and you start to feel tired, you say, who has the best passive perception?
Me.
I want to say it's Taxi.
It's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taxi's
What's
got the
Taxi?
fucking feet.
I've
I
got
got
the
you
feed for
guys.
it. I got
Yeah,
21
yeah,
plus
you
five.
have observant, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And Taxi, you can see. You have dark vision, I do believe.
60 feet, baby.
So as you guys are heading through, you catch the corner of your eye. You actually see some movement ahead.
Stop.
Looking in front of you, the cave itself is probably only about 30 feet wide, and it goes up quite a bit. You can't really see the ceiling. It's a very thin, width-wise, but a very tall cavern. As you look ahead, you see there's a few rocks. They've almost seemed to have been placed meticulously, like they make this sort of small barrier in the way, leaving just a small entrance in between them. But you see movement coming from behind the rock, sort of like humanoid bodies dipping behind them and occasionally peeking back out directly ahead of you.
I put my hand up and say stop. I sense something. I sense something with my eyes.
You see
What?
something?
you mean you see?
What?
That's what I said, isn't it?
Sure.
I
What do
mean-
you sense with your special eyes?
Look with your special eye.
Okay, I look with my special eyes to see if
My
I see
brand.
anything.
My Br'aad.
my broad.
As you look ahead, you guys start to notice this as well, as you sort of just look where in the direction Taxi is mentioning. The characters look quite small. Whatever they are, they seem to be shorter in posture, about the same height as Mountain.
I swear to God, if it's those were-rats again.
I pull out my pike.
Fucking Brambleshank wants to try to sneak up and get a closer look.
All right, go ahead and roll for stealth.
Roll for stealth.
Has it been an hour?
That is. Yeah, it probably has.
It's been well over an hour.
Okay.
That was a 14 plus 8, 22.
22. Okay, yeah, you stealth up.
Yeah.
As you approach stealthily, kind of like you keep to the corner, and you actually begin to sort of just naturally start to scale the side of the cave wall a little bit to get a height advantage as you look down.
Yeah.
And you see what appear to be dwarves. The skin gray, the eyes almost a beady sort of dark red.
Oh hey.
All the hair being a very, very bright gray or a dull silver, one of the two. You count about 5 of them. They seem to be talking to each other.
Would Brambleshank know what Jurgar are? Like,
I don't think you ever saw Olgard. I don't think
think
Bramble
so,
ever saw
no.
Olgard, so you would not know what these are.
okay. I want to eavesdrop. I want to see what they're chatting about.
Okay, so as I said, as you peer over, one of these things is actually very mechanical. You see, it has legs, these strange sort of brass-like legs that don't seem to move back and forth. They're almost at the legs, but they hop. They push forward, then they spin around and land back in the same position, giving slight movements forward. Where a head or neck should be on the body of it almost seems like a rabbit. It's just a small bulbous body that comes up to the neck, and the neck just extends out with a large hammer. And
Someone
next
got
to it,
get
you
donked
see
by that.
you see next to it you see one of the Duragar, or to you just these gray dwarves. You're not quite sure what they are, but the rest of the party knows. He has you can tell even in this darkness as you look, it's shirtless, but where the shoulders start down to the arms are entirely mechanical. You see these dark cast iron arms, all the elbows, all the limbs seem to be just crafted metal that are made to bend like limbs would. And it's speaking to two more. These ones don't seem to be too intricate. They are just wearing very basic leather-studded armor and have these large, cleaved-like swords in their hands, and they're listening to the words he's saying. Bramble, what language do you speak?
Common and Goblin.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
So you don't understand a word they're saying to each other, but they seem to have already taken notice of the party, because occasionally you'll see the one that has mechanical arms. He kind of points over in the direction and seems to be ordering something to happen to the party. But you can't tell what he's saying, but you can tell it's definitely aggressive, and he seems very commanding.
Bramble's gonna walk back towards the party.
I am going to take some stones out of my pouch and
Throw them at the door.
I'm going to be ready to imbue them with magic.
The party doesn't notice them as much as Bramble does, right?
Yeah, no, but I mean, you guys didn't see what they are. You just saw that they were there.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
so
I'm
we
just
don't-
preparing for that. I'm going, as soon as I see something, if it comes towards us, I'm going to throw magic stones at them.
Okay. As you all get prepared
we
and ready,
mean
It'll be
you
3.
no harm.
what comes out first, Bramble, is the machine you saw at first, but it erupts out of the ground and is actually about the size of a regular humanoid.
So it was smaller before, like it was.
Yeah, it seemed about the size of a rabbit. You could just see like a little tiny hammer, but as it pulls out, it turns out it was dug deep into the ground. And you see just this large mechanical like digging machine. And you can see down the center cavity of the chest, which is just this sort of circular orb. You actually see a Duragar strapped inside, almost against his own whim, it looks like. There are lashes and gouges across his chest and arms, and there's blood still stained across parts of the chest of this construct.
Huh.
And as it erupts out and looks at you, the one with the mechanical arms actually comes out underneath its legs and points at the party and goes, "Rifaka!" And it dashes forward.
All right,
and so
that
do
is
two
the
of two
moment where
soldiers.
I dash forward towards it.
That's the moment
Yeah,
where I throw
draw my weapon.
3 magic stones.
Would anybody understand what he said?
Does anybody speak
That's-
Undercommon?
No.
Wait, does Hiltree? Oh, he does. Hiltree does.
Holy shit.
Hiltree understood that it just said, "Repel the invaders."
Repel the invaders. Okay, I don't.
And
well,
what
I mean,
does
that's on
Hiltree
you.
do?
I mean, no.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh shit! And then I throw stones. I'm imbued with
All right,
magic immediately.
Imbue with
Initiative?
magic at what target? There are 3 of them coming at you.
Fucking the one to the left of the big guy, I guess.
All right. Also, after he commands these orders, he actually turns around and begins running down the tunnel in the opposite direction.
Interesting. Wait, are the other 2 dwarves there? As
Yes,
well?
the other 2 Duragar are charging with the machine.
Okay. Nobody notices that I'm there, right? Like they don't see me.
You would still be stealthed, so yes, they don't seem to pay any mind to you.
That is 19 to hit.
So 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And this is at the big machine, right?
No, the one to the left of him. I just
One to the left of it.
I just saw them.
Yeah, 19 hits.
1d6. 7
Uh,
damage. With that stone.
7 damage. Okay, give me one quick second.
Dude, I want to get that guy out of that big rabbit.
It does not look like a rabbit anymore. Just the top of it seemed to. It is like, what's the best way I can think of explaining? So the center of it, the core, is this giant sort of this is just a giant sphere, and that's what he seems to be trapped inside of. You can just see like a small ventilation, sort of like in the center. It's a small like porthole, like almost like you'd see in a ship. And then attached
Does it
to
look
that,
like Big
are-
World from Robots?
Kind of, but dark and rusted with a dark cast iron, and it has arms and legs that come off of the spherical core, and the hands end in what look like giant scoops almost made for digging, and then there's a small circular head that is shaped like the rabbit with the hammer on the top. It's 7 damage, right?
Yes.
So as you just kind of you just boop it over, it flies over and it hits against the forehead. This one you get a better look at it as you target it. It's a female, and the hair seems to be spiked almost like a mohawk straight down all the way down to the back of the neck. It seems to show no recourse or even react as the rock slams into the upper left brow and blood starts to trickle down towards the eye. You use a charge forward. At this point, we will roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Yo, me on the mic. It's mid-roll time. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/JRWI show. We premiere and stream. It's where you should go. Hey, we're also on Twitter at JRWI show. Hashtag JRWI is the hashtag you should know. Oh, check us out on Discord and join the community. You'd better rate us on iTunes. You don't have immunity. We also give shout-outs to patrons pledging 10 or above. So let's just go ahead and give these boys some love. Jacob Archer, DV Nader, Mill Amber, Spencer Duchesne, Trash, NY Vac, MC Checks, Oathkeeper, Sturm, Chris Jane, Ryan Loves Megan, J. Newell, Kuro, Kamagawa, Shea, Payton, Samantha Dawn, Ronan Agnew, and Ibor Haroldson. Pying Z Vanilla, Berry this if you're a big nerd. Jacob Hodgson, Claudie, Nicholas Singleton, Bonaby, word. I'm congested right now, so my voice sounds like ass. But please, continue and enjoy our podcast. Fuck.
We need to roll initiative now. So everybody go ahead and roll their initiative.
I
Natural
got
20.
Damn, bro.
Plus your initiative to it.
Yeah.
I mean, like natural 20, but then what's your initiative?
No, not natural 20.
Oh, I thought you said natural 20. Okay, not natural
No, I said
20. Got you.
unnatural
Got
20.
Got you, gamer. Got you. So 25 to 20. Mountain got 20. Anybody else 25 to 20?
Bramble got 28.
28.
Yeah. Filtree got 23. Natural 20.
Anybody else 25 to 20?
Nope.
Okay. Taxi.
11.
Vel.
3.
Br'aad.
15.
Damn.
This is gonna be a long combat.
Is
Simply
it?
because of how many people there is. But all right. So up first will be Bramble.
Okay.
What do you mean how many people there is?
There are 10, and there are 10 different turns each round.
Yeah, that's like all our NPCs and shit and us.
Oh, I thought he meant like secret ambush.
no.
No,
we're
I
good.
mean there are 10 NPCs during this combat.
Anyways,
per round,
Bramble is so if I'm attacking from stealth, that's a surprise attack, right?
so. You are an assassin, so you get advantage against anybody that has not taken a turn yet, and
Yeah.
so which gives you advantage. And if you do land, it's an automatic crit.
That's only if they're surprised though, and I would.
Yeah, that's if
consider
they're
them
surprised, and they will be surprised since they have not attacked yet. They have not taken a turn in combat, so that gives you a surprise on them.
Anyway,
They're
yeah.
an assassin.
So Bramble is gonna go ahead and fucking run across the wall and jump onto the one that didn't get hit with the rock,
The other smaller,
Yeah.
the non-machine one. Yeah, okay.
the non-machine one, yes, and attack him. The 19 plus fucking
Everything.
plus everything. You know, it just hits. Okay.
Yeah, so you go ahead and you will roll. So it'll be with a dagger, right?
Yes. Let's see.
So it'll be a D4 and then an extra 2D6, and it's a natural 20 crit. So go ahead and roll
Yeah,
that.
okay, so I'm also gonna use Fury the Small for the shits. 2d4, the 3. That's another 3, 6, plus 4, that's 10. Plus 3, 13. Plus 6, 19. Plus another 4 for Fury the Small. That's a 4. So it's 23 total.
You immediately, using your cunning ape-like sort of acrobatic reflexes, you kick off the wall and you swing wide. You put the dagger actually over your head using both hands to grab the handle, and you land directly, wrapping your legs around the torso and stabbing directly down through one of the collarbones.
Damn.
That deals a lot of damage. You can easily tell in the face that this creature, this gray dwarf, is already looking rough, and your damage, you hurt him,
Oof.
but he's still standing.
He's still standing. Okay.
He's still standing.
He's gonna disengage and head back toward the rest of the party, or head towards them at least.
Disengage and move back towards them. Your movement speed is 30. You do make it back you make it back to where Mountain is at the head of the line. So you're back
Gotcha.
quite a ways.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, up next will be Hilltree.
Hilltree. Okay, my turn again. What's Hilltree got?
Lad.
The lad
lad.
himself. Ah! He's gonna throw his dagger at the one I just hit again.
Okay. He's going to help his brother out.
Yeah, why not? That is a 13 plus.
You have
5.
advantage, I do think.
do?
Let me check.
Do I?
No, you don't. Never mind. You do not anymore.
Okay, 13 plus 5, 18.
18 just hits.
2 plus 3, 5.
5 damage.
Yes.
Butcher takes after his brother, seeing his brother do quite an impressive blow. Hilltree kind of just freaks out and throws his dagger in the general direction of the enemy, and it actually stabs and embeds in its upper thigh on its left leg. Still dealing the damage, but nowhere close to being as good as his brother.
Works for
next
me.
will be Mountain.
All right. I'm gonna run straight up to. Actually, paint me a picture. Who is where?
Okay, so you charging forward.
Right.
About 20 feet in front of you is where, directly at center of the pathway, is where this machine is, this mechanism. I said it's about the same height as a regular human would be. It's not very tall, but inside of the core, its large center mass is just this Durgar that seems to be strapped and trapped inside of it. On its left and right, there are the smaller, simple guard-looking creatures. There's 2 more Durgar. They are just on foot, charging forward with it. They are just on its left and right, and there seems to be no way past them without getting in any of their attack of opportunities. They seem to be sort of basically holding the line, as it would be as a formation.
Just to make sure I'm not understanding this wrong, this fucking Durgard has an exosuit,
Basically.
or something.
Kind of, yeah, sort of.
Okay, okay.
It's a large construct, yes.
But can
And-
I see, actual skin through the?
You can see him inside of it. It's kind of hard to make it out. You see mostly his head and his neck and part of his chest coming through. It's almost like a porthole of a ship. There is glass in front of it, though.
All right.
But you can't tell exactly how strong the glass is.
I'm going to, with my pike drawn, kind of just charge at him like it's a spear, and try and shove it straight into him.
Oh no.
I get this feeling that
Into
before,
the
before
mechanical-
every fight
mechanical
starts,
one.
Mountain's just like, fuck yeah!
All right, so are you aiming for the construct or the person inside of it?
The person inside it. I'm trying to find some skin to fucking.
Okay, so you're running forward with your pike, trying to aim through, trying to find a way to break through the metal and get him.
Yes.
Roll your attack with disadvantage.
Damn.
I want to believe.
Dude, he seems like just a nice dude trapped in there.
20 to hit.
Nice.
20 to hit. That does indeed hit.
What the fuck is he doing? Sucking the life out of that poor Dorgar? And Mountain's just like, nah, time to die, dude.
He's done.
Suck the life
This
out
is
of this
exactly
guy
what Mountain
too.
would do. He doesn't give a shit. He just wants him dead.
No, you're so right.
It's okay. So go ahead and roll your damage and add an extra 1d10 to your damage.
Okay. That's gonna be a 16.
16 damage in total. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So as you puncture through, you feel yourself hit a bit of skin, and the Durgar seems to wince from the pain, but its eyes still meet against yours, and it mutters something to you. You don't speak. You speak Dwarvish, correct?
No.
I'm pretty sure
yeah,
Mountain
he
did not speak
doesn't.
Dwarvish because he doesn't.
That's sad as fuck, bro.
It mumbles something in a language you don't understand, and as it does, 2 sort of these metal-like, very wide needles. They look. Imagine like a bee stinger, but about the size of a quarterstaff. Both just puncture straight into his shoulders, and you see blood actually spray out towards the hole you just made. It starts to leak out. He goes, and then the arms themselves twist over, and one of them forms the shape of a hammer, and it swings right into you.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
Fuck me. Fuck you,
Why can he
Darwin.
attack me? I'm not even. My turn's not even over.
It is a part of this creature.
Fuck him. Fuck everything about him.
Fuck him.
That is, oh my god, holy fuck.
Rest in
Mountain, I'm
peace,
sorry.
I don't care. He's getting cucked.
That is 27 points of bludgeon damage. The hammer slams into your
Good.
skull.
Good.
Good.
I
Pain
love the
fills
pain.
me.
I love it.
And then the other hand twists over and creates like a claw shape with the digger, and it comes for you as well.
Damn.
Okay.
Yes,
That is only a
says
10 to
with
hit, though.
massive
Yeah,
dent
that
in
does
his
not
head.
fucking hit me.
So as the first one hits you, first of all, the hammer, as it slams into you, this bludgeoning force, almost like it just, you can actually feel it almost dent your head as it whacks into you. You stumble for a second, your vision blurry, you can hear the ringing in your ears, you're trying to get your bearings. You see the claw come towards you, and you quickly grab a hold of it on both ends and sort of try to pull it away from your body as it tries to scoop into you, and you just push it away.
Taxi
You
would
can, go ahead and
wins
you can go ahead and continue your turn.
at the sight of that.
Since my pike was basically just fucking launched into this guy's body, I'm gonna assume that it stayed there even when he hit
No,
me.
you got it.
Did I get it? Okay.
Yeah, no.
Well,
You kept a hold of it. You dropped it probably to grab a hold of the claw, but you usually pulled it back up and picked back up.
with
your
one swift motion, do I see anywhere near his throat?
It would
anything.
be through the glass, but you do see his chest
Fuck
and
it.
throat.
Okay, so I'm gonna scoop my pike up from the ground, spin around, and try and just slash right at the fucking bit of skin right there, even through the
Okay.
glass.
Yep, make an attack with disadvantage once more.
Damn, that's a big ass disadvantage.
Dude, I fucking love how you're just sending this.
You just see this huge robot and you're like, I want to kill it.
17.
17 misses.
Fuck.
Fuck
You
him.
slam, and the sharpness doesn't just is wax against the metal, and you just feel like sort of like ring and shake in your hand a bit as it does not find any contact to break through.
Okay, well, because fuck this guy, I'm gonna use action surge and I'm going to.
Because, oh well, fuck this guy.
Since I miss, I kind of just take my right hand and hold it from the back of my pike and just try and launch it into him again.
Alrighty, go ahead and make another. Once again, are you aiming for the one inside, correct?
No, I'm just aiming for fucking center mass. My head is fucking.
Okay, you're just aiming
hurting,
for center
so
mass
I'm
at
just.
this point. All right, go ahead and just roll attack, no disadvantage this time.
Okay, 14. That shit does not.
14, that also misses.
Damn.
You once again, you just hit metal and you don't seem to break or get any sort of damage into the metal of it.
Damn.
Oof.
I like how hard Mountain went low.
The mountain went fucking
I
hard.
do too.
I'd like to use my bonus action. Fuck no, I don't want to go out of attack range. Just gonna give him attack of opportunity. Okay. I'm just gonna stay right where the fuck I'm at and look at him.
All right, sounds good.
Stare at him menacingly.
No, I'm gonna say, is that all the fuck you got?
So up next is this construct.
We're gonna find out.
Is that all
about
the
it.
fuck you got? Yes. But wait, there's more.
All right, so first the claw comes at you once more. That is a natural 1.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, fuck him.
natural.
Okay, I'm gonna
So-
use. Hold on. I'm gonna use riposte.
Post. Okay. 1 second while I'm trying to figure out what the natural one is gonna do.
You're going so hard. I love it.
Oh, he's gonna fucking die.
Okay, so as the so you're using riposte, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens is as it swings around with the claw, you actually take the back of your pike, you put it on the top of the sort of the digger shape in its palm, and you slam it down to the ground, use that as leverage. You put your foot into it, and you launch up once again towards the center mass.
Yeah,
Go
the
ahead and use
fuck
your
I
riposte.
do.
Wait, are you launching for center mass or for
Center mass.
like the guy the actual Duergar?
Just, I'm going to hit him. I don't know if it's the guy or not. I'm just angry.
Yeah, he's just going to hit the machine right now. So that you make your attack no disadvantage.
Okay. Fuck, that's a 16.
16, yeah, 16 once again misses. You just slam into it
Damn.
and once again hit the metal and don't.
What's up with
break
this
any
guy's
sort of
armor
contact.
class? God damn it.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
big
big
arm.
armor
It's a big metal armor. You've already dealt really good damage to it, though. I will say that you have hurt him
Yeah,
pretty.
no.
Oh,
pretty
he's
badly.
dying. Watch.
Fuck, Mountain's killing this man.
All right, so as you swing up and you go to hit and you miss, as you're still suspended in the air, sort of launching up with the pike, its hammer comes around and goes to swat you out of the air with that. That is going to be a 23 to hit. You take.
I just assume that it's Ken, and the mountain looks back and says, "This one's mine."
Yeah,
You take You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams into your chest. You feel some of your bones start to actually cave in a bit, just from the sheer force.
I spit out some blood and smile a little bit.
You land on the
Just
ground
imagine,
and you manage to catch yourself.
Finally, a challenge.
Finally, a
God, you go so fucking hard.
Just imagine like a fucking Dragon Ball Z fight, like he gets punched out of the air and just goes flying into a fucking wall. There's a huge dent.
I kept you waiting, huh?
Kept you waiting.
I was hoping you were going to say that.
All right, so up next after that's going to be
All
Br'aad.
that for a little bit of blood.
Next up is Br'aad.
Get him, buddy.
All right.
Was that
can
a
I
fucking
see,
Thanos
can I see
reference?
the
Hold on,
ceiling?
wait a minute.
Yeah, it was.
Had to clarify.
Can I see
what's
the
your
ceiling?
what's your dark vision reach?
What anyone else's would be? Hang on.
I do believe
check
yours
it,
is
though.
60 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, 60 feet.
You do not see the ceiling. No, it's
Oh.
it's somewhere high above.
I was hoping I could drop a stalactite on someone. All right. That would have been sick. Well,
You know what? Fuck it. Aim for the ceiling anyways.
might as well try anyway. So I'm gonna hex the mountain's got this. I would not steal the glory. I would not dream
Better
of it.
fucking not.
How's the one on the left looking?
The one on the left has not been touched yet.
Yes, he has. I threw
Oh,
a
he has.
pebble
He
at
has.
him.
He has.
Which
He took
one's the
7
one-
damage. He's not looking that bad. He's looking okay.
Okay.
She has a small trickle of blood coming off her left brow, but she seems very not even.
Who's the one that got hella stabbed?
That's the
on?
one on the right.
The other one, yeah.
All right. I'm going to.
This one as well. This guy, he
Hex
has
the
he
one
has a
on-
very short beard and he's bald, but he stands. He has very broad shoulders. He's kind of just hunched over, holding his sword with both hands as he's charging.
Yeah. I'm gonna hex the one on the right, give him strength disadvantage, and then give him a blasto.
Go ahead.
18 plus 8, so 26.
That hits.
He explodes.
He explodes. Alright, he takes 10 force damage.
10 force damage as it slams into him. He actually drops his sword and falls onto one of his knees. And just breathing very heavily. He looks extremely rough.
Does he look like he still wants to kick the shit out of me?
He dropped his weapon and seems almost incapable of picking it back up. He has sustained a lot of damage.
Time
All
to
right.
die, fucko.
Nah, I'm actually gonna look to the other one, and actually no, I'm gonna look to the one that has dropped his weapon, and I'm gonna try and shoot the cave wall above him and drop a fucking stalactite on him.
What's the range? Are you using Eldritch Blast?
It has a range of 120 feet.
Right. Okay. Go. You fire up towards the cave wall, aiming about where above would be. Make an attack roll with disadvantage.
I want to believe.
I do too. Whew. All right. 13 plus 8, so 21.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. For the blast?
Yes.
Can I move my hex to the ceiling?
No.
No.
All right. 14.
You hear something squeal out from above, somewhere
Oh,
high above in the cavern. You actually made contact with some sort of living creature up there, but you can't still see what it was or what hit it, what you hit. You see, like, you hear some very high pitch, like a.
Are you aiming at the bats?
I look around so confused. Does he fall? Does anything fall?
Nothing falls.
Well, that was weird. And I end my
What are
turn.
you aiming at?
I thought it could be cool.
Up next is Taxi.
Taxi bonus action throws another magic stone at the one I already hit. I'm going for the other brow.
Aiming for other bro.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no.
Everybody, Bisley just turned 19 during recording. Let's all give
give a round of
Bisley a happy round of applause.
No, please.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
Hey.
I'm-
Happy birthday to Bisley. Happy birthday to you.
Jared, can you give him a free
Thank
natural
you.
20
Thank
on this
you.
robot?
Hey, DM,
Birthday
can
inspiration.
you get this man a level?
You know what? You know
All
what,
right.
my man? In celebration of Bisley's birthday, I will grant you 1 DM inspiration to add to your character sheet to use when you'd like.
Nice.
Wait, what the fuck does that mean? Hold on. Help.
That means you
Go
get
to
free
go to your
advantage
go
on anything.
and if you're walking speed, there's an inspiration thing. You can turn that on, and that means the next you can use it whenever you want, and it'll give you advantage on whatever you're rolling. You get 1 free advantage.
yes.
And you can save it for whenever you want to use it.
Fucking
I fucking
sick,
love
dude.
you, Jared.
Now I rolled 24 to hit with my magic
hits.
stone.
Your rock hits the cock. Go ahead.
Hell yeah! Time to D6, bitch. That, my friend, is 9 points of damage with the stone.
Damn, that's a pretty heavy stone, bro.
Just a tiny pebble and beautiful
That's
druid
the
magic.
And once again, launches. This one does a bit more damage than the last one. Actually knocks the head back a little bit. You actually hear a crack as it lands against the forehead, and then the head snaps back into place, and she kind of just moves her head back and forth, cracking the neck a little bit more, sort of just almost enjoying the pain, it seems like.
Oh,
a very
good.
small smirk appears on her face.
Well, I have a lot. I only have one more pebble, but that's not. Never mind. And how far is she away?
She's about from you, I'd say anywhere between 25 to 30 feet.
I'm gonna move up about not into attack range just yet, so maybe about 10 feet. And then I'm
10
gonna use
feet,
my
okay.
action. There's enough space in here to hold a medium-sized creature, right? Because we're all medium-sized.
Yes, there's still enough space. It'll start getting a little tight because it's about 30 feet wide. So if people start getting too close to each other, it might get a little compact and hard to move through. But
I'm just gonna move a little closer to her, which I assume is just a little closer to mountain.
yeah,
Are
you're probably about 15, probably like 12 to 15 feet away from mountain at this point. Yeah.
And then on my way down to get onto all fours, I'm gonna wild shape into a black bear.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn. Yeah.
All right. Up next is Ugarth. Ugarth pays mine to the one that seems critically injured on the right, and he just tosses a dart at that one. He steps forward, looks at it from his right hand. He kind of just flicks his wrist outwards, and a dart comes out of not his sleeve, but like a wristband he has. He pulls a dart out and just throws it with 2 of his fingers. It
Pulls a
lands
cigarette
directly.
out.
It lands directly into the neck and just, and it falls forward.
Ugarth the Kill Stealer over here.
He looks over at Mountain and goes, "You got that one, lad." And then he runs over to the other one,
I want to believe that Mountain's gonna kill this guy alone.
and he's going to make a.
Once he gets near me,
unarmed strike.
Black bear taxi's gonna snarl.
He doesn't seem to pay any mind because he noticed you pre-shape. But
No,
He
I
just-
mean like I just assume that when taxi's in wild shape, he just takes on the mind of the animal, like the.
I mean, if you want to,
He starts
I mean,
mauling.
I guess.
yeah, no, he
everybody.
does.
Oh, God, please.
He just
no.
runs forward. He basically just bends his body forward, keeping his arms tight against his towards his torso, towards his elbows bent and his fists up towards his pecs and he just runs forward with his body bent, or just moving with the motion. And then he takes one single punch towards the chest of the Duragar. That is a natural 20.
Jesus Christ, why?
Damn.
Your rolls really scare me,
I'm
Jeremy.
sorry.
No,
you know that,
scare
right?
me.
Burn all of the dice you have.
Yeah, just burn your dice. They're
Great.
No, I'm
scary.
dead serious because in the past, like, 2 encounters, it's been exclusively natural 20s, and I'm so afraid.
All right, he's then going to spend a key point. So the fist move force, it lands directly into the center chest, bringing the upper body of the Duragar forward. It's hunched in pain. Yeah. So as the first fist lands, bringing the body hunched forward, Ugar takes his left arm and actually takes it underneath the right shoulder blade of the Duragar and sort of picks it up so that way its head and neck are now angled upwards. And he takes his foot into the one fell kick to the side of the the cheek to the ear area just snaps forward and you hear the neck fully snap and the body goes limp. And he just drops it on the ground.
That Duragar died?
It's dead. He just snapped
Neat.
its neck with his foot.
Fucking dope.
He just drops it on the
Everybody else
ground.
has to pass their turn now because we need to let Mountain do his thing.
And then he just stands there and his head just turns to pay mind to what Mountain's doing. And he will end his turn. And that will then be... Well, they're both dead, so they can't go.
Nice.
Then up next is Velrissa.
Guys, can we just circle around and chant?
So on enhance ability, if I gave a strength check advantage, does that help his attack or like damage?
It would
or-
not, because attacks are not ability checks. Because I do believe enhanced ability is only for ability check.
Then I'm going to cast Bless, and I'll select Mountain. Let's go Brambleshank and Br'aad.
Bro.
Br'aad needs blessed.
Br'aad does need Bless. Alright, that's going to end my turn.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Then after Belrissa is going to be
Belrissa.
Brambleshank.
Brambleshank wants to sit back and enjoy the show.
All right, Brambleshank does that. Up next, and after that will be Hilltree. What's Hilltree doing?
Hilltree's doing nothing to you.
All right. Up next then is
We're letting Mountain get this.
Okay.
up next then is Mountain.
All right. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use second wind as my bonus action.
Okay.
To regain 1d10 plus 5. That is gonna be 5 hit points back because I rolled the 0.
Nice. Wait. You roll 0 on D10? That's
Yeah.
That means a 10.
Oh shit. Okay. I was very confused, but there we go.
I rolled a 0.
I rolled a
I was really confused why it was a fucking 0. Okay. All right. So let me just get this straight. Blessed means I get.
You can add a d4 to an attack or a saving throw.
All right. And for this inspiration thing, do I have to call it before I do any rolls?
You can use your inspiration. Like, so if you roll and it's really shit, you can use your demon inspiration if you want to. As I said,
Okay.
you have that until you use it. Like, it'll last for sessions on end.
All right.
You will just have it. So if you want to save it,
It's
you
there
can
until-
save it.
Same
So-
with Bless.
What I'm gonna
You can
do
use it after the roll.
is I'm going to. Oh, hold on. How far away am I from the
From this-
guy?
You guys are
Yeah.
basically face to face at this point.
So he's
And
closer
at this
than
point,
me.
everybody else is sort of just like surrounding, just watching, and you guys are just kind of face to face in combat stances.
Would my hands be considered a melee weapon at all?
Your hands are indeed.
Okay.
Maybe. Let me double check.
It's a melee attack. No,
melee
it's not.
attack.
It's
but
not.
It's not. It's not a weapon. It's an attack. Unarmed strikes are not melee weapons.
Punch the shit out of this robot.
Falcon!
Bunch!
Mountain!
Mountain. Pah.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just saying, fuck it. I'm gonna throw my pike to the ground and I'm gonna run up to him, just kind of get a leap and just fucking punch him right in his head or head area.
Mountain!
The head area of the construct, or
Yes.
okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna use my inspiration because that was bad.
Demon inspiration is gone.
Natural fucking 20.
Yes!
Oh, yes!
All right, so that deals 12 bludgeoning damage as you punch into the head. You feel the metal bend, and you can actually feel like, so there's almost like a neck sort of brace on the top of it where it just simply connects, and you feel that bend and almost break entirely off of the chassis.
Guys,
Alright.
this is Mountain's episode.
And
This is the fucking greatest thing
I'd like
ever.
to use my
Mountain!
second attack to, with my left hand, just fucking uppercut
All right.
straight at him. All right. That's gonna be a. Yeah, that's a 12.
Yeah, the second one, as you go, the
Yeah.
the chassis, just the entire construct sort of stumbles back from the blow. As you go to uppercut, you just hit air, and then you drop back down to the ground.
But wait,
Or you can.
there's more.
There's more.
I'm gonna use my extra attack again,
Okay.
Jerry's like, okay.
Okay.
and I'm going to just kind of charge at him and hit him with my elbow.
Oh, you're using which one are you using here? You're using
Extra attack.
you
It's
are
called
you,
extra attack.
well that's you already attacked twice. Extra attack just means you can attack twice on your turn. What are you using?
But I already attacked twice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's making you attack again?
Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Okay.
Yeah, no. Extra attack just means an attack action isn't like a single attack. When you
So
take
that's
the
just-
attack
okay,
action, you
okay.
just strike
Yeah, I got
twice.
you. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
Up next then will be this creature.
This is like a fucking mecha battle, except one of them is just a small guy.
Yeah, one of them is not in a mech.
Bunch of robot. Just punching a fucking robot. Let's go.
The construct stumbles backwards and then it catches itself, and then it takes its claw hand. It actually burrows out some dirt, and then it goes to swing with that and hit you with the pile of dirt in the claw hand.
Try me, bitch.
That is an 18 to hit.
Fighting dirty.
Yeah, that hits.
Hit, okay.
Fighting dirty.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20 again.
Natural 20. As the dirt hits you in the face, you quickly
Damn.
you block your eyes so it doesn't hit you anywhere where it might blind you or cause any visual damage, and you just pull the dirt out and away from your face as it slams into you. So you still take the damage, but the dirt does not seem to have any effect against you. And then it's going to take its right arm and actually start swinging it in a sort of a spiral motion, like winding it up, and the hammer comes to slam down onto you. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Fuck
Damn.
that guy.
That's 10 points of
Mountain,
bludgeoning
you
damage.
better fucking win.
Well, there
this.
goes your second wind. I mean,
Oh, I'm still in this.
10 points of bludgeoning damage from the hammer as it slams down into you. Once again,
Okay.
tinnitus in the ears, double vision happens. You kind of catch yourself. You're feeling like you're probably gonna have some permanent brain damage after this fight. But
What's new?
who needs a brain?
all right, up next
He's
after that's
mountain.
going to be Br'aad.
All right. I am. Dude, I'm just gonna cast Prestidigitation on Mountain to make it look like his hands are on fire.
Yes.
I'll make a wisdom saving throw. Just ah! No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna shoot both my blasts. I'm also gonna move my hex to the robot, so it has disadvantage on. I think I said.
Strength, yeah.
And then I'm gonna shoot where I shot before with Eldritch Blast.
Oh no.
All right. Disadvantage on the attack because you're firing upwards, right? Okay, disadvantage.
First one is a 4 + 8, 12.
All right, you strike and you listen to it kind of like
You have-
soar
you
up
have a
into the air, and then it just kind of
Yeah.
doesn't hit anything. You don't hear it. You don't even hear like contact with any like ceiling or anything.
That one fizzled.
It's a D4, right? That you add, Wheatie.
Yeah.
The second one is a 20, not natural to hit.
20. You fire once more. Go ahead and roll the damage.
I'm really fucking curious what's up there. Sorry.
I wonder if it's just gonna fall in the sky.
It might. 6 + 5, 11.
Once again, you hear it contact into something. This time you don't hear any sound. Nothing. No sort of like creature screeches or anything. But it definitely impacts into something. But nothing drops.
Okay. That's it. That's my turn.
Br'aad, as you're still looking up after you fire, you start to hear this sound. You kind of try to listen close as you can. Your passive perception not being quite the best, but you listen and you hear this sort of this very wet, sloppy, almost gooey sound sort of come from the top of the ceiling, just like it's like, and this very thick strand of this white-like ooze starts to slowly dangle off of somewhere in the depth of the darkness above. It comes to about halfway down from the top, from where you think maybe the top of the cavern might be. It doesn't come anywhere in contact with anybody. Probably still about 60 feet above the ground, but you see, kind of just start to dangle and just hang there. This long white strand of this gooey sort of substance.
That's good.
Gross.
I don't much like
Gross.
that.
Brought out here fucking things up.
Yeah.
Dude,
we
blasted
can't go
the
an
ceiling
episode.
so hard it fucking came.
Okay, up next is Taxi.
All right. Bear Taxi is gonna flank the mecha dude with Mountain. So I probably will be like behind him or at an angle or whatever.
Okay. Okay, so you're coming around from the flank and you're going to attack from behind, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you aiming for the construct or the Durgarn side?
How is he looking? The big robot dude.
It's hard to tell. There are a lot of dents and just sort of, obvious damage to the hull of this construct, but it's hard to tell whether or not it's really how severely damaged it is. It's definitely still standing. It doesn't seem like it's about to break down anytime soon, but it has
Well, I
sustained
want to
damage.
take some attention off Mountain so the Mountain has a better chance here. So
Right.
I'm gonna go for a bite first,
All right, go ahead.
which
and go
is
for your bite.
which doesn't hit. and then I'll go for a claw attack, which is doesn't hit. So, never mind.
Okay. You kind
I
of just
will.
go for
Can
it. I mean, you still land, but you said you're just hitting metal, and you don't really seem to be breaking any of it, like doing any damage to the actual metal construct.
Can I use a bonus action to try and as distract or intimidate?
Grapple it, dude. It has disadvantage on strength.
I don't think I can bonus action grapple.
You cannot grapple with a
I think
bonus action.
Yeah.
For a bonus action, I would say you can try to roar and see what happens.
Sure, that's what I'm gonna do. Roar!
Go ahead and roll a intimidation check.
Yeah, it's 10. It would be a 10.
10. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to even turn around or pay any mind to it when it happens.
That's my turn. I'm gonna
Bear
stay right
taxi
next
does
to him.
not strike again. If you stay right there, then up next will be Ugarth. He actually just kind of moves over to where Bramble and Hiltree are. He takes his keg off of his back and he sets it down onto the ground, and he kind of just sort of squats over it, using this almost like a tabletop, and he starts mixing different alcohol from flasks into a single mug.
What a guy.
And that will be the end of his turn. So up next after that will be Velrissa.
All right.
Vel.
Mountain's pretty messed up.
Pretty
Pretty badly. So I'm gonna do my curing.
Do the
Good
thing.
old cure boy to
Do the damn thing.
Hit me with the cure
to
boy,
mount.
baby.
That's a 7.
I forgot
2,
Vel could do that.
another 2. So that is 11 plus 3.
14. That regains all the damage he just took.
Hell yeah, gamer.
Nice.
He's still in this.
And that's gonna be the end of my turn. I can't really do much.
All right, so that ends Velrissa. Up next is going to be back to top of the round, which is Bramble, who's still doing nothing, correct?
Bramble, yeah, he basically like leans against the keg and just watches still.
Hiltree doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, up
Back
next
to
is
Mountain.
Mountain.
All right, this is the turn, boys. Here's what I'm gonna
Please.
do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come.
Don't forget your hands are on fire.
Yeah, okay.
Except they're not actually. Except they're not actually.
Yeah, but they're
you
not
know.
actually. Okay.
They
It's
just
cool
look on
flavor.
fire.
It's cool flavor.
I'm gonna get kind of close and just kind of try and kick him back away from me.
All right, you're going to go and just go for a kick.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
27.
27.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely hits. That's 6 damage. I'm going to say make a strength check.
Okay. 8.
Yeah, you go to kick it, and you definitely feel your foot actually dent the metal as you hit, but it doesn't actually seem to send it backwards at all. It seems to stand very stationary.
Did it take disadvantage on strength too?
It did actually, yes.
Damn.
Okay.
Well, I guess 8. That's not really that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Alright.
not a very good strength
Right.
check.
Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to pull out my trident, and then, can I use a special attack on my second attack?
What attack do you want to use?
Lunging attack.
The lunge.
Yes, you can do that.
All right. I want to use my lunging attack, and just try and slam it straight into the chest.
All right, go ahead and roll.
All right. And do I still get the D4?
The blessing?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think it's a one-time thing.
Here we go, boys. You ready? I'm not gonna look. Natural 20! Holy shit!
Fuck yeah.
I'm
That's
so
a-
serious.
that's a-
I'm not lying. I will take a picture right now if you want me to.
That's a fat
No,
hit. Go
fucking-
ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
Go for it.
It's a fat
Okay.
hit.
Hit it.
Okay. All right.
That's a D8 plus another D8 because you're using both hands.
Mm-hmm. Well, I also used a superiority die, so I get
Yeah,
to
yeah,
add that to
that's
the-
So another
the thing. That's
D8.
what I need.
So
Two
three
D8s.
D8s.
So
Okay,
just
two
so roll
D8s.
2 D8s and double both of them, and that's your crit.
Oh shit, you
Holy
get
shit.
to fucking double both of them? Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Critical attacks in D&D, if you get a crit on attack, it doubles any die that you roll.
Well, no,
Oh,
trident
shit.
is D6 actually.
No, you have to use both hands.
33 damage.
So, yep. Take your trident with both hands. You jump up with it, stab through, going down to the center core. You actually shatter the glass on the port window, and it goes straight through. You see the center of your trident go right through the neck and into the chest of the Duragar on the inside, and the entire construct starts to shake and rattle. The arms fall off. One of the legs falls off, and it hobbles over and trips over Bear Taxi. And as it lands with a hard thud onto the ground, the entire core, the spherical chassis, just breaks in half, and this Duragar spills out with a lot of blood also starting to pool that seems to have been getting sort of almost held in the bottom of this spherical device. There's a very large
cheer.
amount of blood.
All right. I just kind of hold the trident and
clap.
just sit there for a second. I stand up. I pull it out. Put it behind my back. I go over, pick up my pike, sheath it. I grab the flask, take a drink, and I just walk away.
Just another
As you
day.
start walking away, Ugarth walks up to you and he hands you the mug that he was just mixing drinks in.
What's this?
I feel like
Ah,
that
just
would be
drink
the
it.
best part if this were an anime for it to freeze and just like it's like sketched out and stuff.
My hands are
Yeah.
still on fire, right?
It's an illusion, so it probably
Yeah, I
just
know.
went away after combat, I would assume.
Okay.
Nah, dude. Once you hit him with the fucking thing and killed him, it exploded or some shit, and it was really cool.
How long did that battle take in real time?
Real time?
So, is it a
I
few
would say
minutes?
probably like 3 minutes, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I guess we went through the turn order twice with 10 people.
All right.
Hey guys, the ceiling is drooling.
I look up
Oh,
and I
what
kind
the
of like
fuck?
chug the entire cup of what Ugarth handed me.
The mountain jumps and goes for
All right, you
stand.
chug it, and you gain 6 HP back after you chug down the drinking mixture.
Taxi's gonna walk up to the mountain and wild shape into a mastiff. And I'm gonna stay in the mastiff form for 2 hours next to mountain.
I pet his ear just a little bit.
I want to walk over to the big tentacle of spit, and just
But it's like 60 feet above the ground, so it's way up there. You're just looking up at it, sort of just dangling very ominously from the ceiling. At this point, it's sort of just laying. It's no longer swinging back and forth. It's just sitting very still, almost just suspended
I
there.
step back so I'm not directly under it. I say, guys, do you think I should keep shooting at it?
No.
Yes.
Bark.
Bro, that sounds like an awful idea. We should.
I
really
shoot
get
at it.
Bark. Oh, fuck.
I 100% shoot at it.
You shoot an Eldritch Blast at the strange sort of goopy stuff.
At the source of it.
Yeah. Up towards
I wanted to
where you
fall
see it's
down,
coming from, up above.
Yep. And I'm not directly under it.
Okay, go ahead and roll your
Fire
attack
them.
again with disadvantage.
Okay. That's a 12 again. So that's gonna be a 20 not natural to hit.
That hits.
Oh god, this seems
Go
like a
ahead and
bad
roll some
idea.
damage.
I move my hex to whatever it is.
You can't see it, so you can't move your hex to it.
I don't.
You have to see it to do that.
11 force damage.
All right. Once again, you fire up. No sound emits, but you can hear it impact.
Does more goop come down?
Nothing else comes down. The goop shakes a little bit from the impact of it shaking the ceiling, but it doesn't move or anything.
Dog taxi
Why is it
whimpers.
so goopy? I shoot it
Listen,
again.
I don't think.
Disadvantage.
Man, we really do
kinda
have
know
more
what it
important
is.
goals here.
Yeah,
This
no,
is
we're
fine.
sitting here fucking with goop, but whatever.
Sorry, I really wanted. Maybe it's important. All right, wait.
It's definitely
22
not
to hit.
important.
22.
That hits.
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Once again, no sound emits, but it just shakes the cavern ceiling once more.
Guys,
No, but
this
seriously, I
is the
think
hidden
we should
Easter
really-
egg boss.
Guys,
Get
I
outta
swear
here.
to God, if you keep shooting it, eventually you get a secret item.
Dog taxi whimpers again.
I don't think.
Ugarth
that's-
just looks up and
I
goes,
don't-
Oh, what the hell are you doing exactly?
Well, I shot the ceiling earlier, and it screamed, and then it drooled.
Yeah. Right.
and he kind of takes out one of his darts and he throws it up towards the weird goopy stuff. And as it goes up into the air and it gets close to it, the goopy stuff actually whips over and grabs the dart and it sucks up with this like, extreme speed up into the ceiling and disappears.
I was
don't
gonna
like
try
that.
and touch that.
He goes,
Yeah, right. So, let's not fuck with whatever that is.
Nope. All right, I walk away from it.
a few seconds pass and the dart falls to the ground and the goop once again slowly falls from somewhere up in the darkness of the ceiling.
All right, I shoot at it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm done.
Do we continue moving?
Yeah.
Ugar starts walking.
I'm gonna follow
question.
Emma
behind
falls behind.
for the rest
Can
of them.
can I look around these Duergar for like could their like bionicle arms be removed?
The two Durgar here did not have bionicle arms. The one that did is the one
Yeah,
that
it was
ran
on
away.
me.
They just seem to
Did he
have very
Did
general.
he make it away? I don't remember.
He as soon as he commanded that they attacked you guys, he turned around and ran in their direction. Nobody
Okay.
chased or
gotcha,
checked. He just fucking went.
I'm just gonna lean against the wall and keep drinking out of my flask.
All right.
I just pat Mountain on the back.
So
Nod
nobody's
at him.
doing anything else.
When we continue
man.
travel, I'll be focusing on hearing or smelling any other danger as the Mastiff for 2 hours.
Okay, but is that it? Anything? Anybody else want to do anything?
Loot 'em. Do they have any cool Duergar things?
Be an investigation check.
I hope that isn't intelligence or wisdom.
It is indeed.
It is.
Natural 1.
You are highly uninterested and just confused by everything they have. Just a lot of metal, a lot
Goodbye.
of weird shit. You're just like, that's not worth it. I don't care.
Bramble also wants to check though because he wants his money loot.
All right, investigation.
That is an 11 plus 1, 12.
Okay, so 12, you said?
Yeah, 12.
They have some short swords.
Yeah.
And they both have one javelin apiece, but that's all.
It doesn't really give a shit about any of that. Okay. Yeah, let's move on.
We just leave bodies in our wake.
We do, but that's good.
Welcome to the Underdark.
Welcome to Just Roll With It.
So, as you guys continue down this cavern in the direction of wherever that commander headed, I think that's where we're going to end the session for tonight.